Hey Upper East Siders and my lovely glow-getters. Welcome to our series where we follow Puff Diddy's federal trial day by day. Today marks day 4. And it's also the first day of cross-examination for Cassie, aka Cassandra Ventura. Cassie's testimony so far has lasted 9 hours, and now she's facing questions from the attorneys representing the defense. Defense attorney Ana Estavo said she expects the cross-examination to last until Friday. Many parts of Cassie's 2-day testimony have actually aligned with the charges brought by the prosecution against Diddy. However, the jury might see things differently during cross-examination. For example, Cassie said that she had declined Diddy's invitations to the freak-offs many times and made it clear she didn't want to participate, but the jury might find that insufficient. She also said that she was the one who contacted the people participating in the freak-offs, something Diddy both expected and requested from her. She said she stepped up to do it because he wanted her to, but the jury might interpret this as consent. As you know, the defense mentioned this in their opening statements. According to them, this is not a case of forced prostitution, it's a domestic abuse case. I believe the point that might leave Cassie most vulnerable is the fact that, according to her previous testimony, which we discussed in the last episode, she saw Diddy again and even resumed the relationship after he had sexually assaulted her. Unfortunately, this is something that is seen often in sexual abuse cases. But will the jury interpret it that way? Can they take into account all the layers of this story? Today, we'll be analyzing the cross-examination, where Cassie's testimony will be picked apart in detail. Combs arrived in court today wearing a beige sweater, a white shirt, and gray trousers. His 3 sons and his mother were present in court today. His daughters didn't come. Apparently, they were attending high school graduation ceremonies. When Combs made eye contact with his family, he patted his chest. It looked like a gesture of affection. Before diving into Cassie's testimony, I'd like to take a closer look at Ana Estavo, the attorney leading this cross-examination on behalf of Diddy. Ana Estavo is a New York-based attorney. She is known as one of the top white-collar crime attorneys in New York. She graduated from New York University Law School and worked briefly as a federal defense attorney in California. During that time, she focused on immigration-related offenses, representing indigent defendants in federal court. Ana has handled high-risk cases involving financial fraud, insurance fraud, tax evasion, money laundering, healthcare fraud, immigration crimes, and drug and weapons offenses. That background makes it clear why she's on Diddy's team. Defense attorney Ana Estavo began her cross-examination of Cassie Ventura by asking questions about their romantic relationship. Estavo asked, "You and Sean Combs were in love for 11 years, correct?" Ventura responded, "Yes." "You loved him?" "Yes." "And you believe he loved you back?" "Yes." Estavo reminded Ventura that she had previously described Combs as larger than life. Ventura confirmed that. "But to you, he was just Sean, only you knew the real Sean that others didn't see, right?" Estavo asked. Ventura confirmed again. Estavo asked Ventura if she always knew she was special to Combs. Ventura said, "No, I don't think I always knew." "Did you sometimes feel that way?" Estavo followed up. "Sometimes would be accurate," Ventura replied. Journalists reported that Ventura's voice was very soft, almost a whisper, while answering these questions. She confirmed that despite Combs's flaws, she stayed in the relationship for 11 years because she believed he truly loved her. Estavo asked, "So when he cheated on you, it hurt?" Ventura said, "Not every time," and added that it hurt more during the early stages of their relationship. The jury was shown emails between Combs and Ventura from January 2008. That date struck me. They really went all the way back. Ventura read the emails aloud from the witness stand. Combs wrote, "Flying to Atlanta to see me makes me so happy. I'm a lucky man. I love you. I miss you. I can't wait to hug you." Ventura replied, "I'm a lucky woman too. I've missed you so much. I'll fly anywhere, anytime for you. I love you." She explained that during the early days of their relationship, they frequently exchanged messages like these. The jury was shown more text messages between Combs and Ventura from about 2.5 years into their relationship. Some of those texts read, "I love you too. Who was I before we chose to be together?" Ventura had written. Combs replied, "I never knew I could be this way." As I mentioned, they're taking it all the way back, focusing on how loving their relationship appeared at first. The jury also saw texts from August 2009. In those messages, Combs wrote, "I love you so much, it makes me cry." In the same conversation, Ventura referred to Combs as Pop Pop. You might remember from 2 episodes ago that she had testified earlier this week that she called him Pop Pop because that's what she called her grandfather. Ventura also testified that she often felt like she wanted to spend more time with Combs. This led to a message she sent in April 2010 being shown to the jury. She wrote, "I've barely spoken to you. I know you could spare 3 minutes from your day, but you won't even try. You rush me off the phone like I'm nothing. This isn't what a relationship with someone you love looks like. The way you communicate with me really hurts. I don't need your money. I need attention. I'm grateful, but I can pay for these things myself." This made me wonder, if Cassie had continued her career, how successful could she have been on her own? Defense attorney Ana Estavo Estavo asked Ventura why she had fallen in love with Combs. Ventura replied, "I haven't thought about that in a long time." She said the beginning of their relationship was fast-paced and scary, but as she spent more time with him, she started to like the person she thought he was. When asked what she liked about his personality, she said he was sweet and attentive early on. She also described him as charismatic and widely loved. Attorney Estavo asked a series of questions about how Ventura earned Combs's trust and wanted to make him happy. Referring to the freak-offs, Estavo asked, "You said you wanted to do a freak-off to make him happy, didn't you?" Ventura responded, "There's so much more to it than that." She then requested a short recess. During this break, Karen Agnifilo, wife of Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, was seen speaking with the 5 attorneys on the defense team, especially Ana Estavo. Earlier, Combs had sent a heart gesture to his mother, who was sitting beside Karen. The Agnifilo couple really fascinates me. Mark defends Diddy, Karen defends Luigi in another case. Both attend each other's trials. Today, Karen's mother was in court as well. Diddy sent her a heart too. I looked into Luigi's case while prepping this. Once all this madness ends, I'd like to prepare a special segment on the Agnifilo family. Their story sounds like a TV series. After the break, the jury was shown more sexually explicit messages between Combs and Ventura from 2009 when they were planning a freak-off. They also saw texts where Ventura asked for more substances and talked about deleting a video. She asked Combs if he had any more drugs. She admitted she was using substances at the time. She also mentioned a video but wasn't sure what it was or if it was a freak-off recording. Estavo asked if Ventura preferred freak-off videos to be recorded on her own devices. Ventura answered, "I never wanted those recordings in any way." She said that by age 21, it would be fair to say she was also a celebrity. They then discussed her 21st birthday party in Las Vegas. Combs had brought many celebrities to the party. When asked how she got those guests, Ventura replied, "It was all thanks to him. I didn't know them." She met Combs through Ryan Leslie, a music producer she dated for 3 years when she was around 18 or 19. Leslie was about 10 years older. This made Combs the second older man she dated. He was 17 years older. She confirmed that when she first signed with Bad Boy Records, her relationship with Combs was platonic. He supported her after a failed TV performance, which meant a lot to her. She said this was shown in a video we watched previously. After her 21st birthday, she wanted to travel to Miami with Combs, but used an event as an excuse because she was still dating Leslie. The jury saw more texts from December 2009 between Ventura and Combs, which she said reflected their open communication. She testified that she could express her needs regarding freak-offs at that time. In a 2009 message, she wrote, "To be more open, I need to feel safe, like I'm at home." She meant she could speak freely about freak-offs in the beginning. Estavo emphasized this open communication to make the point that Cassie could have said no. She talked about what would make her feel comfortable instead. To support this, another example was shown, a 2007 email from Ventura to Combs a few weeks after her 21st birthday. Ventura confirmed it reflected open communication, but noted that it was often one-sided. She said she was more expressive than Combs. In the email she wrote, "We've only spent a week together, but it was the best and worst week ever." She spoke of the things she liked about him and her hopes for a future together. "Who would have thought I'd fall so fast?" she wrote. She also expressed doubts and said a friend might be more suitable for Combs. "This is hard for me to accept," she wrote. "You're always cautious with me. I'm sneaky. I never make the right choices in your eyes. I'm spoiled, dramatic, disrespectful, and for some reason, you don't trust me." During direct examination yesterday, Ventura had testified that her 2023 lawsuit against Combs was settled for $20 million. Today, the defense brought this up again. Estavo asked if it was fair to say Combs' career was ruined once the lawsuit became public. Ventura replied, "I can understand that, yes. This issue will likely come up again. As you know, in the civil suit filed in November 2023, Cassie reiterated her claims of sexual assault, freak-offs, and physical abuse, and it was settled within a day. But remember, settlement doesn't equal admission of guilt. People settle for many reasons. To avoid public exposure, for example, just so we wouldn't read their private messages here. Also, the legal process is long and expensive. Settlements can save millions in legal fees. So I don't think it's fair to interpret the settlement as an admission of guilt by Combs." In the rest of her testimony, Ventura said she didn't recall any of Combs' staff entering the room during a freak-off, nor did she ever talk to them about it. She said she never wanted staff to know about these events. She said Combs' assistants would often prepare hotel rooms beforehand, and they sometimes entered the rooms they stayed in, but she specifically said she couldn't remember any staff being in the room during a freak-off. The defense is clearly digging into this. Who else witnessed these events? Who else knew? Ventura admitted that she had never told any friends about the freak-offs. During the cross-examination, she repeated that Combs would call her nonstop when she didn't answer her phone. She said there could have been millions of possible triggers, but one example was not telling him where she was. "If I didn't say where where I was, he would call and call over and over without stopping, she said. Defense attorney Estavo asked why she thought Combs worried so much in those situations. Ventura replied, "I guess he assumed I was cheating on him," but she also added that he called for other reasons too. Previously, during her direct examination, Ventura said Combs tried to control every aspect of her appearance. She said he had strong opinions about how she looked and would dictate what she wore. During cross-examination, she admitted that she would send him photos of her outfits. Estavo asked, "Would you say Mr. Combs has good taste?" Ventura replied, "I think so, yes." Estavo then asked if Combs had influence over fashion and culture. Ventura agreed that he did. So Estavo's trying to highlight that Combs wasn't controlling her for control's sake. He had taste, and at the time, he was a trendsetter. Not about control, but taste and influence. That's the defense's framing. Do you think the jury will see it that way? At this point, the court took a recess. Later in the cross-examination, Ventura said Combs was always very busy managing his companies and maintaining his career throughout their relationship. She said that even though he participated in frequent freak-offs and consumed large amounts of substances, sometimes needing time to recover, he somehow managed to keep working. He kept functioning, she said. Ventura also confirmed that she believed Combs was an addict. Defense then followed up, owning a dog. Then Estavo asked, "Addicted to what?" Ventura responded, "Success." Is that a bad thing? It's debatable. Estavo also asked what substances Combs was addicted to. Ventura said it changed over the years. She said at one point he was addicted to a specific substance, while others he used just for parties. During the continuation of the cross-examination, Ventura was asked to read more of her past messages aloud. In one conversation from March 2017, Combs told her to stop playing the victim. Reading from the messages in court, Ventura said she had written, "That's all I wanted, and that's why I was sad. I love our freak-offs when we both want it." Ventura clarified in court, saying, "I love freak-offs" was just a phrase I used at the time. She also confirmed that Combs sometimes acquired materials for the freak-offs and contacted escorts for them. In a 2017 message, Combs told her he had made plans for a freak-off. Defense attorney Ana Estavo read one of his messages aloud. "Haven't heard from you, so I went ahead and made some arrangements. Let me know if you want me to stop. A surprise package is arriving from out of state. Just let me know if I should cancel." Now, this is where we move beyond just the relationship dynamic, because a surprise package from out of state could be seen as a reference to one of the prosecution's key accusations: human trafficking for the purpose of prostitution. It suggests the interstate transport of a sex worker. Again, this message was read aloud by the defense attorney herself. Let's see how the jury will interpret that. Ventura also testified about other women in Combs' life while they were together. She talked a bit about Kim Porter, the mother of Combs' 3 children. She said she felt some jealousy toward Porter. You may recall that Kim Porter passed away in 2018. Ventura confirmed that she felt hurt knowing Combs still spent holidays with Porter's family, even though they weren't romantically involved anymore. She also said she found out in 2014 that Combs was seeing a woman named Gina. "I was really hurt," she said. She noted that Combs partially denied the relationship, but they argued about it many times after he reconnected with Gina. Ventura also said that Combs suspected her of having romantic relationships with other men. The defense is emphasizing this part. Remember, in their opening statement, they framed the case as being about money, love, and jealousy. Estavo then reviewed part of a 17-page text message exchange between Ventura and Combs. After they moved on from those messages, Ventura said on the witness stand, "This isn't about what I think is important right now, is it? Because we're skipping over a lot?" Estavo didn't respond. She just ignored the comment, typical of attorneys who want to stay in control of the questioning. Ventura testified that Combs introduced her to Kid Cudi in 2011 so they could make music together. As I mentioned in the previous segment, during the prosecution's questioning, Ventura had discussed her relationship with Kid Cudi. She said she started dating Cudi during a break in her relationship with Combs. She admitted she bought a burner phone to keep Combs from finding out about it. "I thought it would be dangerous to tell him," she said. Still, she said Combs eventually found out during a freak-off when he went through her phone. Even though they were technically broken up, they continued participating in freak-offs because it was work, she said. She said Combs lunged at her when he discovered the relationship, but did not physically touch her. By 2013, Ventura said she and Combs had been together for about 7 years. Despite that, she said he still hadn't formed a relationship with her children. In a July 2013 message to Combs, she expressed frustration about not being able to spend time with him or his children. She wrote, "I spent the whole week crying. I don't think you understand how I feel. I get that you want to protect your kids, but at some point, why? It's not like they knew you and Porter together unless there's something I don't know. When we started dating, they were..." In court, it was noted that during her testimony, Combs kept writing notes on Post-its and passing them to his attorneys. Court sketch artists captured that moment. During a break, journalists also reported that Estavo spoke with Combs for quite a while. In 2015, while filming in South Africa, Ventura said she ended their relationship after Combs sent a picture of himself with another woman to a group chat that included her and her inner circle. She said she blocked Combs for a while after that. Ventura said her friends knew that Combs was physically violent with her. Some had even witnessed it. She also said she told her parents and siblings about the abuse at various times. In early 2017, she became very ill from substance use and began seeking help. She lost her sense of taste and smell and had numbness in her arm. Combs noticed these symptoms and suggested she see a doctor. Ventura said she didn't disclose all of her substance use to Combs, but admitted that both of them used excessively. So even without Combs knowing, she sometimes continued using. She also revealed that in 2012, Combs suffered an overdose and had to be hospitalized. Estavo suggested that Combs may have been experiencing withdrawal symptoms before the March 2016 hotel assault, the one we saw footage of. The March 3rd text messages between Combs and Ventura seemed to support that idea. Ventura said she didn't remember him being in withdrawal, but acknowledged the messages made it clear he was unwell. The defense is leaning heavily on this narrative, as they did in their opening, that Combs' violence stemmed from substance abuse and perhaps addiction-related issues. And with that, court adjourned for the day. Honestly, I think the cross-examination today was relatively calm. Most likely, the defense will take a more aggressive approach tomorrow. This strategy makes sense. They likely don't want to appear too hostile toward a woman claiming years of abuse, especially one who is 8 months pregnant. That could seriously backfire with the jury. Having a female attorney conduct the questioning is probably part of that strategy. Otherwise, I think Mark Agnifilo would have led this interrogation. So far, the defense has only poked at a few small points, trying to make the jury question Cassie Ventura's credibility. Their main angle seems to be Diddy was an addict, and the violence came from that. Also, they're subtly painting Cassie as a jealous person. So, what do you think of day one of the cross-examination? How do you think the defense performed? Will this strategy work on the jury? Are there any questions you think the defense should have asked but didn't? Let me know your thoughts. See you tomorrow. Thank you once again for being part of my community, and I look forward to seeing you in our future videos. Until then, stay beautiful, stay natural, and stay you.